Hey YouTube, it's Lexi. This is gonna be the last video of the night, and it's just on trust. How do you know when you're put in a situation where the trust you're giving somebody, they're taking advantage of that? Like, I don't trust too many people anymore, only because I've been through so much stuff. And when I put trust into people, or I give people my trust, and I try to trust somebody, they take the advantage of that. Like, they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And they'll do something and they'll mess up and they'll be like, oh, well, give me another chance. Or I'm sorry, or I won't do it again. So, you trust them and you're like, okay, I'm going to give you another chance. And they do something else. It might not be the same thing, but they still do something. And then they say, oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Or you trust too many people. And honestly, I think that's why I put stuff a guard up, or I don't trust too many people. It's because people like that. People who do something or they tell you something and they do the exact opposite. That's them taking advantage of your trust. That's them, and it doesn't have to be with them doing something or saying something that is taking advantage of you. Necessarily, it can be anything. Like, just even little stupid stuff. I think when you do too many little things, it adds up into one big thing, and then I don't like it. Or if you do like certain things, you might not think it's a big deal, but in the end, somebody's gonna think about those little things that you did, or somebody's gonna think about, oh, remember when they did this? Well, that wasn't a big deal, but when you add it with this stuff like that. So, if anybody out there, I don't know who you are, but if you are taking advantage of somebody's trust, you're not going to get anywhere in the long run, because it's all going to come back on you. And for the people who put their trust in the people and people are taking advantage of your trust, maybe you need to put a wall up and not trust everybody that you meet, or not trust everybody that you get to know, because in the end it can be a very bad thing and you will be the one getting hurt. They necessarily may never get hurt, and it'll be you getting hurt because you put your trust in other people. So I guess just figure out who you're trusting and what you're trusting them about. I guess is the bigger idea of it. Like, if you're gonna trust somebody, how do I put it? Dang, I just lost my words. If you're gonna trust somebody, make sure you're trusting the right person, and make sure your situation that you're trusting them on is the right situation. Like, little things can add up, like, it might not be like, oh, I cheated on you, well, we're gonna make this work and we're gonna do it over again. It doesn't have to be that. It can be it's something little. I can't really give you a situation right now because it's not coming to my head, but it can be something little. So just, I'm not saying hold back on somebody, because if you're with somebody the way I am, I give somebody my all. So I'm not saying hold back. I'm just saying trust with caution. Yes, that is what I'm going to say. Trust with caution. That will be the title of the video. Trust with caution. Because sometimes it can be a bad thing, but most times, if it involves real love and you're really into a relationship, then it's a good thing. So leave me comments. I was kind of rambling on in this video, but oh well, I'm gonna put it on here. I'm not editing any of these videos tonight because I don't feel like it. So get at me.